Well, in the age of some serious social media, there are a few do's and don'ts to keep in mind to avoid faux pas that could leave you, well, a little uncomfortable, shall we say. Lanika Johnson-Colbert with Phenomenal Women in Business is with us today, offering a little bit of that online insight. It's good to see you.
Hey, Steph. How are you?
I'm really good. You know, it seems like this is the new, instant messaging. Let me explain. You're at work and you do the IM thing.
Right.
Before you were all Facebooky and Twittery and, LinkedIn-y. And then you go, oh, no, I sent that to the wrong person.
Right.
And you had that, your face gets flushed and you're like, this is not good.
Right.
This is not good. Now it's like exponentially more opportunities to really mess it up.
And embarrass yourself and your employer, right?
Exactly. So how do we avoid that?
Well, this is the thing that I think is funny. Now, when I started out in business, this was, forever ago, but we didn't have Facebook.
Right.
We had three options. You could send it, I don't even know if we had email yet, but you could.
I didn't. I had a word processor and a 3/4 inch camera.
Word perfect, right? Not even word perfect. And you can call someone, you could show up in their office, or possibly send an email if you had email. But now you have all these other options for communicating. But this is the problem. So many people don't understand how embarrassed they can be if their boss is on. I'm going to give you a quick story. I was meeting with an HR rep the other day, and he said, can you give me just a second? And he walked over to one of his employees and said, can you stop saying you're bored at work on Facebook? Right? How embarrassing is that? And she's
Did she forget her boss was on her friend list?
She forgot that her boss is on her friend list. So
so that might be tip one.
How about,
what are the parameters?
How about you don't add your boss as your friend on Facebook? If you have a job, how about you don't do that?
How about you just don't know?
All right, let's just not do that. All right? And if you're in business for yourself, okay, that's fine. There's a difference between being an open networker and a closed networker. If you're an open networker where you allow people to be friends with you on Facebook and on Twitter, then you might not want to talk about your drunken debauchery on Facebook.
Okay.
Or on Twitter. You want to keep it very PG. But you have to know that once you decide that you want to be an open networker, that really limits the scope. So if it's for your friends and family, you might get a little funky and you might, have a little fun online, but you can't do that if you're open.
Okay.
All right, so you need to make some decisions.
So two key ideas. Okay, so we need to, sorry, Paul, no boss.
No boss, sorry, Paul.
Secondly, are you an open networker?
Yes.
Or a closed networker?
Or a closed networker.
As a closed networker, you are what?
As a closed networker, you don't just allow anyone to become your friend. And you can send a really nice note that says, thank you for wanting to connect with me. My business page is this.
Yeah.
Simple. Done. And just don't allow them in. Make it private, your pictures. I even have all of my friends blocked, so no one can go in and start mining my friends and trying to find Stephanie at Sonoran Living so that they can befriend you.
Which friend am I? Am I on your in or your? Am I an innie or an outie with you?
Well, we'll talk about that offline.
I don't know. Now I don't know which friend I am. Okay, so let's talk about some of the things that are okay, because if we are using it to network, can I have sales? Can I do business on social media?
This is the thing. You need to remember that social media and social networking is really about building relationships, but the social part of it is casual, right?
Okay.
It's not business. It's casual networking. So you're engaging with people, you're building relationships with people, you're not negotiating contracts and trying to close deals.
No.
All you're trying to do is build a relationship. So don't start sending proposals through Facebook. Okay? Don't start IMing people on Facebook trying to do business, having a full conversation. You can't do that on social networks. Send an email for that.
Okay.
You can let them know, hey, I'm going to send you a proposal on Facebook. But you do not want to actually do the business on Facebook. That is extremely unprofessional.
Let's talk about tweeting real quickly.
Okay.
Do the same rules of engagement
apply?
apply?
The same rules apply with tweeting. On tweet, you have 140 characters. What are you really going to do? You need to just say,
That's why I can't do Twitter. I'm too long-winded.
It's quick. It's just a quick update. You're having a discussion about something that's going on, a hashtag going on. Like I just updated, hey, I'm on Sonoran Living at 11:50.
All right. We have just, this is like the tippy top of the iceberg. If you'd like to, thank you. Well, let me share with you. I'm a giver.
Ooh, yummy, yummy, yummy.
Apparently I'm a giver too. If you'd like to get really in-depth, attend one of Lanika's workshops and you can find out a lot more about how to keep basically your proverbial, foot out of your proverbial online mouth. We'll have her contact